What if I told you that just $5 a day could be the difference between staying broke forever or becoming a millionaire? Sounds ridiculous, right? But here's the thing. While most people are out there mindlessly spending $5 on coffee, snacks, or impulse buys, the wealthy are using that same $5 to buy their financial freedom. And the best part? You don't need to be rich. You don't need to win the lottery. You just need one simple habit. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to turn $5 into $1 million fortune. But be warned, most people will ignore this advice and they'll regret it later. Don't be one of them. Here's the brutal truth. Most people are terrible with money, and it's not because they don't earn enough, it's because they waste it. Think about it. How often do you say, "It's just $5" when buying a coffee, a snack, or some random thing on Amazon? Once a day? Twice? More? Let's do the math. If you spend just $5 a day, that's $150 a month, or nearly $2,000 a year. Over 30 years, that's $60,000. But wait, it gets worse. Because if you had invested that money instead, you could have turned it into over $1 million. I'll prove it to you in a second. But first, ask yourself this. How many millionaires do you know who got rich by drinking overpriced coffee? Exactly. And before you start saying, "But I love my coffee," relax. I'm not telling you to give it up. I'm just saying, if you're willing to trade a future millionaire lifestyle for a daily sugar rush, you might want to rethink your priorities. Now here's where things get exciting. What if, instead of spending that $5, you invested it? Here's what happens. Let's say you put that $5 a day, about $150 a month, into the S&P 500 or an index fund that averages 10% annual returns. After 10 years, you'd have $30,000. After 20 years, you'd have $100,000. After 30 years, you'd have over $100,000, $1 million. That's the power of compounding. Small, consistent actions build unstoppable momentum. And before you say, "But 30 years is a long time," think about this. 30 years will pass whether you invest or not. The question is, do you want to be broke and regretful, or wealthy and free? So, what does this really mean for you? Simple. Find $5 a day you can cut. Skip the takeout. Cancel that useless subscription. Take control. Automate your investing. Set up a recurring deposit into an index fund or a Roth IRA. Make it non-negotiable, like paying rent. Forget about it and let time do its thing. Because wealth isn't built overnight, it's built over time by those who start early and stay consistent. Here's the crazy part. Most people will hear this and do nothing. They'll say, "I'll start next month," or "I don't have enough money." And guess what? Next month becomes next year, then next decade, until they've wasted their entire financial future. But not you. You're here because you want to be wealthy. And now you know exactly how to start. So the choice is yours. Keep saying, "It's just $5." Or start turning that $5 into a fortune. And if you really want to see just how powerful compounding is, check out my next video on the power of compounding, how to turn $100 into millions. It's on the end screen right now. Don't miss it.